Did my face turn red? Talking about Thailand's boobs.
What's up, meatballs? MrMeatHook here, along with Vana Vicious once again. Been looking forward to doing this video for eight or 9 days. It is Super Bowl Sunday, so if you're going to be watching the sports tonight, I hope that your team outsports the other team and wins. I hope that they run the thing into the other thing and yeah, sports. I don't even know who the fuck's playing. I don't even know who's playing.
And I don't care.
2 football teams. I think it's football. Why do they call it football when they barely use their foot? Shouldn't it be called run ball?
Yeah.
Yeah, it should be called run ball. Anyways.
Cradle ball.
Cradle, yeah. Cradle ball.
It's a baby.
We are going to be reviewing Clownado. So excited for this. I've been looking forward to this movie since it was first teased 2 years ago. I think it was about 2 years. A year and a half, 2 years ago. When it was first teased, everyone thought it was a joke, myself included. Because, I mean, come on. A movie named Clownado, who takes that seriously? And don't take the movie seriously. Don't go into any movie taking it seriously. Especially if it's called Clownado. It's called Clownado. Okay? A movie called Clownado, you shouldn't take seriously. That's like watching Microwave Massacre getting pissed off because it's stupid. It's called Microwave Massacre. Were you expecting fucking Citizen Kane?
I love Microwave Massacre.
So do I. But a lot of people think it's the worst horror movie ever made.
I know we're not reviewing Microwave Massacre, but I just want to point out that I was kind of disappointed because there were no exploding heads. If I'm going to watch a movie with a microwave that kills people, I want to see some exploding heads.
So on to the issue at hand. I was fortunate enough to go to an advanced screening of Clownado last Friday on the 25th of January. Holy fuck. I got to meet all kinds of people, but I'm actually going to be doing a little vlog on that. So.
But that wasn't the premiere.
That was not the premiere. It was an advanced screening. It's basically a test screening.
The actual premiere is going to be when?
I think March, April, something like that.
In Kansas City.
In Kansas City.
Missouri.
Where Todd Sheets, the director, is from. Makes total sense.
Where I'm from.
Where you're from. And I've lived. Where I met you. With the version we watched, some of the visual effects weren't 100% done, and that's fine. I got to see fucking Clownado. There was probably 150 people there. They're so far the only ones that have seen it. I felt super honored to have been there. So, on to Clownado. First off, there were some cameos by some people of the genre there. There was Linnea Quigley. Now, Linnea Quigley played Spider, who she also played in Sorority Babes in the Slimeball Bowl-O-Rama.
Classic.
Definitely a classic. And I don't know if that means that it was just an homage, because Todd Sheets' mentor is David Dakota, who directed that. Or if that means that now Clownado and Sorority Babes in the Slimeball Bowl-O-Rama exist in the same universe.
That's a good question for Todd.
It is. And then there was also Eileen Dietz, who was Pazuzu in The Exorcist, along with, she also did a lot of the physical stuff in The Exorcist that Linda Blair's mother wouldn't let her do. And then Joel D. Wynkoop, he's in that. Our main cast, we got John O'Hara,
who plays
Big Ronnie.
The main clown.
The main clown / I guess he runs the circus as well.
Ringleader?
Yeah, the ringleader. He runs the circus. We got Rachel Logan as Savannah Dane.
Are we going to talk about their performances?
I guess we could talk about them. I guess we could talk about them as we go. So John O'Hara, the performance was completely over the top.
But it worked.
It totally worked. In a normal movie, I don't know if it would work, but in Clownado, it absolutely worked.
It made the main clown guy is super creepy.
Yeah.
The main clown guy. Big Ronnie.
Big Ronnie. Who, even though all the other clowns in the movie have a clown name, Big Ronnie doesn't.
To me, it's the main clown guy.
Main clown guy.
I keep forgetting his character's name.
We got Rachel Logan or Lagan. I don't actually know which one it is. As Savannah Dane. Doesn't seem like she's done a lot of screen acting. She does a lot of emoting with her entire body, which tells me that she's done a lot of like stage or maybe theme park work. And nothing wrong with that.
I totally see her as like a pirate winch.
I do know that she was in Dreaming Purple Neon, which I recently watched also. I don't recall what character she was in that, though. But
I think caught bits and pieces when you watched it.
I think that's the only...
It was crazy.
Dreaming Purple Neon is fucking crazy.
Oh, my goodness.
And then we got Bobby Westrick, played Hunter Fields, the redneck in the movie. He was in some of Todd Sheets' early stuff, like Goblin and Madhouse. Todd, I know how much you love Goblin. I'm kidding. I know you fucking hate...
It's your favorite.
I know you hate Goblin. We got Antoine Steele as Dion Livingston. He plays the black Elvis impersonator. What I will say about Antoine is the way he delivers his lines is always fun. And Todd, you need to put him in more of your movies as D'Urville Sweet. Please. I love D'Urville Sweet. Then we got the stripper with the heart of gold.
Dylan.
Played by Dylan Fawn Harvey. She plays Bambi Taylor.
What can you say about Dylan?
Dylan. She has great...
boobs.
Delivery.
Boobs. I love her boobs.
Yeah, the boobs are pretty nice too.
I have a crush on her boobs. Someday I'm going to have boobs like that.
And then we have...
hers are real. I'm going to have to pay for mine. I think hers are real.
I don't get the impression that they're not.
They jiggle just right. Oh my god.
Here we are reviewing Clownado. Instead we're doing a review on Dylan's boobs. What's wrong with you? We have The Runaway, played by Sierra Stodden. Her character's name is Rachel Carpenter. It is her first acting role, or at least in film. Maybe she's done some stage or something before. I don't know. Her dad in the movie is Nick Stodden, who plays Steve Carpenter.
Her real dad.
Yeah, played by her actual real-life dad. And he's an old Todd Sheets regular. He was in Dead Things, Zombie Bloodbath 2, Vampire Holocaust, Violent New Breed. He's been in a lot of Todd's old stuff. So it was cool to see Todd bring another one of his old regulars back. Then we have Jeremy Todd and Millie Milan. She's kind of hot too. Who plays Storm Chasers. And for the clowns, we have Nate Carney Cole, who plays Chuckles. Kate Phoenix, who plays Satchel. Eric Danger Dion, who plays Boppo. Micah Dillinger, who plays Wizzo. And Jeffrey White, who plays Shrinky Dink. Then we have...
the name Boppo always makes me giggle.
It always makes me think of that old toy Bop It.
Oh, yeah.
We got Douglas Epps, who plays Nick Stone. Now, Douglas Epps was in Bone Hill Road as... what the fuck was his character's name in that?
You're not going to be able to remember. We'll edit this out.
I feel so terrible. I always remember everything when it comes to this kind of stuff.
No, you
When
don't.
it comes to Todd's movies.
You think you do. It's mostly sitting around going, for like 30 minutes, and then you look it up.
Anyways, if you have seen Bone Hill Road, he plays basically the main villain in that. Then we have Gene Silver, who plays Autumn Moonspell. If you don't know who Jean Silver is, she's an old 70s porn star / drive-in actress. I think she's probably most known for Debbie Does Dallas 2.
What?
Nothing.
You expected me to say something about porn?
I was expecting some kind of comment about her being a porn star, but it's fine.
What am I supposed to say?
I don't know.
Yay, porn stars!
2, 4, 6, 8. Yay, porn!
Yay, porn!
Okay, now going to the actual review of the movie itself. The opening credits, I loved the opening credits. I don't want to give any spoilers away, so I'm going to really try not to. The opening credits, just really great. I thought they were a huge step up from the opening credits of Bone Hill Road that I personally thought were kind of boring. Thought that was like the lowest point of Bone Hill Road, besides the guy that played the dad at the beginning of that movie. But that's a different story because he wasn't even actually an actor. The guy that was supposed to play him ended up going to jail the day of the role.
So
the day they
he was brought on last minute.
So he was brought.
It
was the guy from the crew that looked the most intimidating.
But what? I liked it. I mean, I don't think there's anything wrong with simple credits.
But we're not here to talk about Bone Hill Road anyways.
No. But I like moons.
I will say the first scene between Savannah and Big Ronnie, because they are in the establishing scene, it went on a tad too long, and it was really dialogue heavy.
Yeah, it kind of lost me. Like, my mind drifted a little bit.
I get it. He's setting their backstory, so I get it. But I just think it went on a little bit too long. But the whole movie has this great 80s noir lighting that I just absolutely loved. I'm glad to see someone bringing that back. There is a scene in the movie where there's a spell done. I'm not going to say the scene's bad, but I think...
It would have been better if it was all in Latin.
Yeah.
Because Latin just really classes up rituals.
Yeah.
And if they're not doing it right, if they're saying the words wrong, nobody's going to be able to tell.
Most people don't know Latin. They're not going to know that the words are being said wrong.
Or that they're doing the spell wrong.
Or that they're doing the spell wrong, because, I mean, I know I've risen the dead many times, and I've never done my spells wrong, but I would be able to tell. But not really.
Your nose.
My notes, yeah.
Blood boobs.
Yeah, this film definitely has the 3 Bs that Roger Corman insisted on: blood, beasts, and boobs. There's boobs. Lots of boobs.
Lots of boobs. Good boobs.
Yeah.
Thanks to Thailand.
I think, I already covered that the visual effects weren't. The budget for the movie was about $10,000, give or take. I know Todd said Todd said that he wanted to have done a practical tornado, which Joe Castro was going to do for him. But the investor that he had that was going to match whatever crowdfunding money was done backed out on him and said, you know what, Todd, I want to do my own thing. I want to make my own movie. So unfortunately, that's one of the things that had to be cut, and all the tornadoes are digital. But that's... At least we live in an era where that can be done. Imagine if it was a movie called Clownado with no tornadoes. Just a bunch of clowns running around in a circle pretending like they're in a tornado.
And then we'd be watching one of your home movies that you made, back in the day.
Yeah, way back in the day.
Because that sounds like something you guys would have done.
Totally would have done that. The acting, for the most part, was good, especially for a $10,000 movie. It's a $10,000 movie. Pretty much everyone worked for free. You can't expect Citizen Kane. You can't expect Shawshank Redemption level acting. It's not Daniel Day-Lewis in this fucking movie.
It's good for what it is.
It's good for what it is. The movie's called Clownado. If you go into it expecting anything other than what you get, that's your own fault.
And they're busting their butts, and they're passionate about the project.
Absolutely.
You can tell that everybody who was in it really cared about it.
Mm-hmm. And I noticed an homage to my favorite movie, Halloween 3.
You did?
I did. There is a scene where there is a character wearing a silver shamrock button.
Oh, yeah, you pointed that out to me.
I did.
That was pretty cool.
I was pretty cool with that. I noticed some other homages too, but this is the spoiler-free review. I will do a spoiler-filled review after the movie's out for the masses. This is my spoiler-free review, so I'm not going to go into those.
It's really hard, too, to find things to say.
Like, there's so much I want to say, but I can't because
it's going to spoil
so
it.
few people have seen this movie. I don't want to spoil it for anybody.
So I'm just like sitting here trying to think of what I can say that won't ruin the experience for everyone.
The gore was fucking fantastic. I don't know.
Well, it's Todd.
I mean, even for Todd Sanders, it was fucking fantastic. His flesh, I don't know what he does, but the flesh tearing
He's a gore whore.
The flesh tearing in his movies is top fucking notch.
Always has been. Ugh.
I know.
And disgusting. Oh my God. I wasn't trying to eat breakfast. I was thinking about breakfast when I was watching one of his movies this morning, and I was just like, oh, I'm not hungry anymore.
Yeah, I was watching Zombie Bloodbath this morning.
Ugh.
And which scene? Oh, it was the beginning, the meltdown scene, right? Where the people were melting. Is that it?
No, someone was getting ripped to shreds.
Oh, okay.
It was the part where the guy was half buried in the ground to make it look like he had been ripped in half.
Right. So that was towards the end of the movie.
Yeah. I was like thinking about breakfast, and I looked up and saw that, and I'm like, wow, you know what? I'm not hungry anymore.
Excuse me.
So, if I want to lose weight, just watch a bunch of Todd Sheets movies. Lose your appetite.
But yeah, Todd's gore is always top notch. In fact, some of us that are diehard Todd Sheets fans actually were a little upset that there was so little in Bone Hill Road in comparison to his other movies.
Well, yeah. It was a different kind of movie.
It was a totally different kind of, far more story-based than gore-based. There was definitely gore there, but in comparison to some of his other stuff, especially Dreaming Purple Neon, holy fuck.
My God.
Holy fuck. But again, we're not talking about other movies right now. We're not reviewing other stuff.
Oops.
But
it's a Todd Sheets review.
Yeah. It's a Todd Sheets review. I gotta go on to his other stuff. I was a little sad. Not disappointed. I get it. He lives in Florida now, but I was a little sad there was no cameo from Jerry Angel. Todd, we need more Jerry Angel in your movies, even if it's just a cameo in every single one.
We miss him.
We miss Jerry Angel. But guys, so...
Does he still have a mullet? I wonder.
He does not.
He doesn't?
He does not.
Aw.
But to summarize, I absolutely fucking loved this movie.
He's watched it like 5 times already.
I've watched it 5 times in 9 days. Actually, I haven't watched it in 2 days, so I guess I watched it 5 times in a week.
Mm-hmm. Yep.
I loved this movie. This is, in my opinion, I don't see how there could be another horror movie in 2019 that will touch this. This is the horror film of 2019.
Wow.
And I know I'm saying that in January, but this is the horror film of 2019. Fuck the Pet Sematary remake.
Pretty bold
Fuck
statement.
the Child's Play remake. Fuck, Annabelle 3 or Conjuring 3 or whatever the fuck else is coming out this year. Fuck all those movies. Watch Clownado.
I'm just gonna...
What?
Can you spread his cheeks a little bit farther apart and lick his butthole a little deeper there, bud?
I'm giving my honest opinion of this movie.
That's a really bold statement, though, in January even.
In January, this is when the dust settles on December 31st. Clownado will be the horror film of 2019.
Okay.
And if you disagree with me, that's fine. I mean, you're wrong, but that's fine.
I was going to say, what? That doesn't sound like you. That's fine if you disagree with me.
It is fine. I mean, it'll mean that you're wrong, but it's fine. It's okay to be wrong sometimes. But yeah, on a scale of 1 to... Now, keep in mind, I judge independent cinema far differently than I judge studio cinema. The mainstream shit that hits the theaters. This, I'm going to give 5 stars out of 5, a 10 out of 10. This might just be Todd's crowning achievement. It's either this or Bone Hill Road. Yeah. Yeah.
I'm thinking. I'm trying to decide whether or not I agree with that.
You don't have to.
I'm thinking. He's made a lot of movies.
He has. And you haven't seen all of them that I have.
No, I haven't. But I probably agree with you. Of all the ones that I have seen.
It's either this or Bone Hill Road.
It's probably this one, because in Bone Hill Road, I think I would have liked to see more werewolves.
And that seems to be the common argument. And the funny part about that is there's actually werewolves in the whole fucking movie.
Yeah, but I mean, like, actual, like, looking at them.
No, I get it.
In their wolf form.
I get it. But guys, that is my review. I thank you so much for watching. Have a great day. Deuces. Bye. Sayonara. Ciao. Arrivederci. Auf Wiedersehen. Adios. Bye.
Are you done?